Hello guys, welcome back to another video. And recently we've been having some big moves happening on the market, and most of the people don't know what's going on with the RBNZ, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand, because they've done a 50 basis points cut that it's quite large, and the New Zealand dollar continues to be very, very strong. So what's going on RBNZ? So that's what we're going to talk today. And is there any opportunity for us to be trading the New Zealand dollar, the Kiwi dollar, or should we, maintain a distance from that currency because it's too volatile and don't trade it? Well, let's talk about that today in a few seconds. Before we start the video, guys, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up on this video, and share this content with your friend. All right, it's very important because majority of the people that watch our videos, watch our contents, we can see that it's not subscriber into the channel. So do subscribe to the channel. It doesn't take you anything. It's just like a literally second. You could subscribe right now and then this is it, and we're good to go. All right, so yesterday we had the Reserve Bank of New Zealand doing a 50 basis points cut, and soon as the market received the 50 basis points cut, the reaction was extremely bullish. All right, compared to the Australian New Zealand dollar, oh, that was massive move. Okay, so right now we are trading on Australian New Zealand at the price of 1.10126, but before the release that was trading at 1.11. So it pretty much dropped 100 pips in less than an hour, I would say. So that was in a 15 minute, so around 30 minutes. All right, so it dropped 100 pips in around 30 minutes, showing that the New Zealand dollar was really strong, even with the RBNZ doing a rate cut. I've explained this on today's blog, so if you don't know, we do have daily analysis, free to access. You can just go at acy.com, go into learn, and then go into market analysis, and you will be able to follow our analysis as well. And if you are already, if you have an account with us already, you should receive that daily on your email, all right? So make sure to always read that because it's very informative, and I take some time to write for everyone. Now, what I'm looking at the New Zealand dollar is, yes, there is definitely a possibility to be trading this on the bullish. I do believe that we do have, from next month to the first quarter of next year, a bullish New Zealand dollar. And the main reason is because once we had the 50 basis points cut, the majority was expecting 50 basis points cut, but there was a possibility of a 70 basis points cut. And the majority, I mean 60% expecting a 50 basis points cut, but 40% was expecting a 75 to 70 basis points cut. All right, so that's crazy. All right, and so the market was like, look, if they do a 70 or to 75 basis points cut, this is going to be really bearish. But if they do a 50, then it's pretty good because the market was expecting one thing and then ended up getting another thing. Okay, so basically the first reason is because we had only 50 basis points cut and not 75 basis points cut. That's the first reason. Okay, the second reason is because if we go to the OCR means official cash rate. That's the way the Reserve Bank of New Zealand like to call the rate, okay? As any other country will call monetary policy, they like to call the OCR, the official rate, official cash rate. Nothing against it about Kiwis. I'm just joking, guys. All right, so if we go to the website RBNZ and search it up for the OCR, I'm gonna ask Dave to put it up. This is a screenshot here I've mentioned up on my blog this morning. So if you've read my blog already today, this image looks very familiar to you. But basically, what is happening here on New Zealand is that the annual consumer price inflation has declined and is now close to the midpoint of the Monetary Policy Committee 1 to 3% target band. Inflation expectations are close to target, and core inflation, that is the most important, is converging to the midpoint. If economic conditions continue to evolve as projected, the committee expects to be able to lower the OCR further earlier next year. So that's really, really good for New Zealand. And pretty much the Reserve Bank of New Zealand is saying that yes, we could manage inflation very well. Inflation is coming down. We are able to consistently bring down the OCR, the official cash rate, and we will continue to do it so. So that's the second reason. Now, pairing those two reasons, the first one is the market expecting 75 is diminished, and now they're only expecting 50 or 25, and they've done a 50. The other reason is the market looking at the OCR monetary policy and actually, listen to the bank. We can see that the Reserve Bank of New Zealand, we can see that the actual inflation is coming down. That's pretty good. Pairing those two reasons together, this pretty much shows to me a bullish New Zealand dollar against some currencies, like very, very weak currencies. That means the pound, the euro, the Australian dollar. Those three currencies are the weakest currencies at the moment, okay? So pairing your trade with the New Zealand dollar, so for instance, let's say GBP NZD short is a good trade. Euro NZD short is definitely a good trade as well. AUD NZD short is another good trade, all right? So just because we have all the New Zealand dollar on the quote and nothing on the base, I wouldn't look to trade New Zealand JPY because Japanese yen is really strong, and I've explained that on my webinar yesterday. So if you've missed it, go and watch the replay now. It's on the channel. You can look at any time you would like to. Now, and many times you want as well. But don't forget that we do have a webinar today. In a few hours, maybe when you're watching this video, it's already time, but 5 to 6 p.m. is the time we're going to be starting the webinar tonight. And that's one point I want to touch base, and I want to explain the trade I've took on New Zealand dollar, Euro NZD as well as AUD NZD, and I want to explain the reasons, the motives, and definitely showcase some other opportunities on the market as well. So guys, thank you so much to follow me through now. Hopefully you could learn something, and if you do like this type of content, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and I see you tonight on the webinar, or I see you in the next video. Bye bye.